transform. So when we move on with the Laplace transform, here in Laplace transform, the time domain equations, okay, whatever the method is used to represent time domain in terms of frequency domain, and the definition for Laplace transform is L of f of t is equal to 0 to infinity f of t e power minus st dt. Okay, this is the definition, and it is equal to f of s. This is capital F of s, f of s. Okay, so in Laplace transform for standard functions we'll go with it. You have to remember this definition. Find the Laplace transform of f of t is k here, any constant k. It may be 1 2 3 4, any constant k, where it is when t is greater than or equal to 0, and f of t is equal to 0 when t is less than 0. Okay, this is the condition they have given. So first, whenever we go, we have to first write the definition of Laplace transform. So Laplace transform of f of t, what is the definition? It is 0 to infinity f of t e power minus st dt. Okay, this is the definition. So instead of f of t, now what we have to substitute? We have to substitute here k. Okay, they have told you to find k. So k should be substituted here. K into e power minus st dt. Fine. Next, what this constant is k, just keep it outside. Write this e power minus st. So integration of e power t is what? It is e power t only. If it is e power minus st, that means it is e power minus st divided by minus s. Within the limits 0 to infinity. Okay, these are the limits. Just k divided by minus s, you write like that only. Okay, this s is brought outside. So first apply the upper limit, then the lower limit. So it will be e power minus infinity minus e power 0. So this is e power minus infinity is nothing but 0, and anything to the power of 0 is this is 1. Okay, so it will becomes minus 1. Upper limit minus lower limit. So minus of minus becomes plus. So any constant, Laplace transform of any constant is that constant divided by s. If it is 1, it is 1 by s. If it is 2, it is 2 by s. If it is 3, it is 3 by s. Getting it? So this is the Laplace transform of a constant. Next we'll go with find the Laplace transform of what is f of t here. It is e power minus at. For t greater than or equal to 0, you have to find out e power minus at. So instead of f of t, now what I should write? I should write e power minus at. Here see, bases are same, so the exponents can be added. So e power t is taken outside. Okay, minus t is taken outside, so you'll get a plus s. From here minus t is taken, you will get a plus s dt. Okay, so 0 to infinity e to the power minus t into a plus s dt. So this has to be integrated now. Okay, what we'll get when we integrate it? It is nothing but e to the power minus t a of s divided by minus of a plus s or s plus a. Okay, within the limit 0 to infinity. Just take this outside, that is the constant, that is minus 1 divided by s plus a is written outside. So what will be in the bracket after applying the upper limit and lower limit? You will have e power minus infinity minus e power 0. So this term is nothing but 0. Okay, this first one, and this is 1. So when you substitute, minus of minus will become plus. So Laplace transform of e power minus at is 1 divided by s plus a. See here, what you have to remember is, if they give minus a, it will be plus a here. If they give a plus a, it will be minus a. So if they tell you to find out Laplace transform of e power 2t, it will be 1 divided by s minus 2. Okay, because it is plus 2, it will be minus 2, because Laplace transform of e power minus at is 1 divided by s plus a. If it is Laplace transform of e power minus 3t, it will be 1 divided by s plus 3. It is minus means it is plus here. Okay, first don't write the answer like this directly. First write the definition, because we know that this is a standard function. We know that Laplace transform of e power minus at is 1 divided by s plus a. So first write the definition and then substitute that value. Listen here, if it is minus, the answer is plus. It is Laplace transform of e power minus at is 1 divided by s plus a. So this is one of the standard function. Next we'll find the Laplace transform of sine omega t. So to find out the Laplace transform of sine omega t, you have to write first its definition. What is the definition of sine omega t in terms of j omega? It is e power j omega t minus e power minus j omega t divided by 2j. Okay, this 2j. They only if it is only divided by 2, it will be cos omega t. For sine, j term is used. It is divided by minus 2. So instead of f of t, now I have to write the definition of sine omega t. So next writing the definition of Laplace, that is f of t is equal to 0 to infinity f of t e power minus st dt. So Laplace transform of sine omega t. So 1 by 2j is written outside. 1 divided by 1 divided by s minus j omega minus of 1 divided by s plus j omega. So how we got this? How we got this 1 divided by s minus j omega? It is nothing but the previous example. In previous definition it was there na, e power minus at is 1 divided by s plus a. So here it is j omega. So it will be s 1 by s, it is plus, so it is minus j omega. Here it is minus, it will be plus j omega. Okay, s minus a, s plus a. Same that definition is written here. Okay, with using that standard function is written. So e power minus at that we had done here previously. E power minus at is 1 divided by s plus a. That definition is used and written. Next take the LCM. Okay, j square is nothing but minus 1. Minus of minus will become plus. Okay, and this s and s will get cancelled. So 1 by 2j, numerator is 2j omega, 2j will get cancelled. So Laplace transform of sine omega t is omega divided by s square plus omega square. Okay, this is the Laplace of sine omega t. Similarly, you can find out for cos omega t. The only difference is it is not divided by 2j, it is divided by 2. This is 2 here. So it is 1 divided by s minus j omega, s plus j omega. Take the LCM, it will get cancelled. So for cos omega t, it is s divided by s square plus omega square. So we have completed for a constant function, then for e power minus at, then for sine and cos. Okay, sine omega t, cos omega t. Next we'll move on with the hyperbolic function. Go with the same method. You have to remember the definition. For sine omega t, for sine hyperbolic omega t, it is e power omega t minus e power minus omega t divided by 2. So it is e power omega t. What will be the definition? It is 1 divided by s plus omega. This is 1 divided by, s minus omega. This is s plus omega. So ss will get cancelled. So for the Laplace transform of sine hyperbolic omega t is omega divided by s square minus omega square. So we can find out Laplace transform of cos hyperbolic. So the definition of cos hyperbolic is e power omega t plus e power minus omega t by 2. Just substitute the values. For omega t it is 1 by s minus omega, 1 by s plus omega. This the value of this. After that, take the LCM. After taking LCM, 2 and 2 will get cancelled and the remaining is s divided by s square plus omega square. So we have seen the sine function, the hyperbolic function and the constant and the standard e power minus at. All these are the some standard functions we have to remember. They will ask you, they may ask all the 4 together. Okay, this Laplace transform with the definition you have to do it. Next, we'll see some functions, some values, unit step function, ramp function, what are their definitions we'll see. So Laplace, how the unit step function is defined is, unit step function will have a value 1. Okay, its value will be 1 here when time is greater than 0. When time is greater than or equal to 0, the value of the function will be 1, always 1. It will be just going on. That is unit step function. And when the value is less than 0, okay, in this axis, okay, behind like this, behind here the value will be 0. That is the definition. So u of t is 1 when t is greater than or equal to 0 and u of t is 0 when t is less than 0. So this is the definition. So what is the function now? Constant is 1 now. So instead of f of t, first write the definition of Laplace transform. Instead of f of t, just substitute 1. Fine. So what will be the Laplace of the constant? 1 is nothing but 1 by s. Okay, we have seen for k it is k by s. So just follow the steps here, put the upper limit and lower limit. So Laplace transform of unit step function means whose magnitude is 1, okay, and which is defined when time is greater than 0 and which is 0 when time is less than 0. Okay, then that function, the value Laplace is 1 by s. Now suppose you think that the unit step function is shifted, okay, it is not starting from 0, it is starting after some point time, okay, it is starting from a. Then what will be its unit step function? So from where it has started, you have to put, you should not write u of t, you should write u of t minus a. So when t is equal to a here, okay, when this a is, when it is equated, when t minus a is equated to 0, okay, so what will be t? T will be equal to a. So it is starting from a, okay. So we will write the unit step function as u of t minus a. So u of t minus a is 1 when t is greater than or equal to a, okay. It is not from 0, it is starting from some point a and it is 0 when t is less than a. So here and all it is 0. Okay, this part is 0 and it is having a magnitude of 1 when a t is greater than or equal to a. So when it is not starting from 0, when it is shifted, okay, we call it as shifted unit function. You need not be like this, it need not be always t minus a. It can be t plus a also. When it will be t plus a? T plus a when t is equal to minus a. That means when we get into the negative axis. See this function. This function is what? It is starting from minus a. So what will be the unit step function? It is u of t plus a. That is important. Okay. So when you equate it, it will become t is equal to minus a. So it is starting from minus a. So when it is defined, that range is written here. So this is about unit step function which is having a magnitude of 1 and unit step shifted functions. It can be shifted to x-axis or negative x-axis. Rather than x, it is time axis. Okay, time axis. Next, we'll see the unit ramp function. Okay, a ramp function, what is the definition? In the ramp function, r of t is equal to t is the unit ramp function. So it will be varying. Okay, linearly it will be varying here. R of t is equal to t is the unit ramp function. So r of t is equal to 1 when t is greater than or equal to 0 and r of t is equal to 0 when t is less than 0. Okay, it is not defined here when t is less than 0. So this is the definition for unit ramp function. Here also we'll see some shifted function here. See, the slope of the ramp function always represents its magnitude. This is the slope, okay. For unit ramp function, if it is unit, the slope is 1. Fine. One more thing, one more definition we have. From the definition of Laplace transform, what we have? Laplace transform of t power n is n factorial divided by s to the power n plus 1. This is the definition of the standard definition for the Laplace transform. So we will find out the Laplace transform of ramp function. That is Laplace transform of r of t is nothing but Laplace transform of t. Okay, it is varying with time. So it should be 1 divided by s square. So 1 divided by s to the power 1 plus 1. So it will become s square. So you have any slope. If it is multiplied by slope. So Laplace transform of at is equal to that slope divided by s square. So for unit step function it is 1 by s. And for ramp function it is 1 by s square. This is the definition. The equation for ramp having a slope. If you have a slope, you have to multiply with slope. If the ramp function is shifted, okay, it is starting from some point A. It is not starting from 0. It is starting from some point A and it is having a slope of minus A because it is at the downward direction. So how you will write? So what is the ramp function? It is written always as a of t. Okay, it is having a slope of minus a. So minus a of t. Since it is shifted, that is, it is starting from a. So we will write off minus a into a of t minus a will write. Okay, because it is shifted. That means plus a. It is starting from here. And for all the any other functions other than unit function, you have to multiply with unit step function. It is like multiplying with 1. Okay. So whenever you write this ramp function, you have to write equivalent unit step function. That is u of t minus a. For all you have to write like this. Okay. Next, for shifted ramp function, if it is shifted upwards, because it is having a positive slope. Okay, if it is having a positive slope, then what it will be? It will be, instead of minus a, it is plus a, t of minus a, and unit multiplied with unit step function. This is ramp function multiplied with unit step function for the shifted one. Okay, so today now we have seen what is unit step function and unit ramp function, and both are shifted. But today with this we have seen some of the basic definitions of Laplace transform. Okay, thank you.